one of the problems with AI that lawyers bring up to me regularly is like, okay, I bill hourly. AI makes me work faster. I don't make as much money. And so there's two solutions to that. The first is now you have more work volume, right? I talk to lawyers about work volume all the time. So if without AI, you can have 20 cases that you can prosecute, with AI, maybe your caseload goes up to 30 or 40. And in certain practice areas, that's really advantageous. Like if you're billing hourly, okay, yeah, you're going to be making the same amount of money in theory. But if you're a personal injury attorney, like you get more bites at the apple. You're basically scratching more lottery tickets, which is over the course of time going to increase your revenue. But even if you're an attorney who bills hourly, like this is the time to start thinking about how can you use this technology to benefit me? And one of the ways you could do that is to potentially look at charging flat fees or alternative billing models. The attorneys I work with who are flat fee attorneys, they make like 15 to 30% more than they would on hourly billing, like across the board, because you're billing for time and value. So a lot of times when attorneys think there's this barrier to using AI, it's actually advantageous to them if they view it in the right way.
Yeah. No, I think everything you're saying makes a ton of sense. And I really like the point about just it being assistive in nature at this point, because I think the biggest thing with maybe, utilizing this the right way is just perspective and mindset with it. Because if you're going in, and I think the items that get cited the most in the news are like, oh, this attorney was caught using AI and it made up cases, right?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. And that,
Should we talk about hallucinations or no?
I mean, I don't know, maybe like, basically I think just it can be kind of remedied or, solved in everybody's mind by just like understanding that it's not foolproof, right? And it's not going to, completely write the brief for you. It's not going to completely do the thing, but it can get you 80% there. And, and so there's, at least right now, there's still that, that manual kind of overview of knowing whether or not it passes your standards. But the other point, in addition to, saving time, saving money, is I would say one of the biggest benefits I've seen is just confidence level in the output, right? The product, the work product. And what, just one of the ways that we utilize it is, we were getting work done by basically assistants. It was then flowing up to a manager who would review the work, and we're on kind of this tight month, 30-day schedule where we have to have the deliverables and send them out to the clients. And so what would happen is we would get 15, 20 days in, they would send the work up, and the manager's like, this is not anything like what I wanted, right? It's so different. And so it would go back down, and then we're stuck into this cycle of, okay, we're doing, August work in, September, and so on and so on. So like, because we wanted a good, good product to go out. And so our overdue, tasks have just plummeted substantially, because we now can, basically ensure with the AI that the work product meets rigid protocols or standards, right? And so I think you can apply that with, the kind of some of the applications I see, or, no matter what you're doing, it's it's somewhat of a formulaic process, right? If you're doing visa applications, if you're doing, motions, if you're doing, something that you can go and get every single motion you've ever created for some specific thing, load it in there. And it's going to take a little tweaking, and, and so I think, to your point, the people who kind of invest now and get acquainted with it now are going to really, be able to leverage this in a big way moving forward. You can put your next motion in, it'll essentially write it for you, knowing all of the characteristics, the traits, to kind of match that, like, special way that you do it. So I think, at least for me, that's been a huge, I don't know, it gives me peace of mind, makes me, even happier with the product we're giving out, fewer headaches.
I love that. That's a great way to look at it.